Squad Senior here. Figured I'd give you a little update of what I had going, let you know I'm still around doing some projects and stuff. And pretty busy summer so far, early summer anyway. Planting garden, cleaning up scrap, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, a project I've got going now is the 350D I've got. It's got the 193 Continental diesel in it. I've been having some injection pump problems. What's been going on, you'll be going along and all of a sudden it'll just start revving up. So I'm pretty sure I have a governor problem on the inside of that. Right now I'm in the process of taking that thing off, kind of give you a rundown of what I've got done so far. I've got the project started, and we'll give you a little quick update what I got planned for this thing. Okay, first thing I did is I went and got my service book out here. International had these blue ribbon service manuals for a lot of their different systems, and as you can see, this is for the fuel system for the Farmall International 350 diesel tractors. So in here pretty much really should follow the instructions, because it goes through the pump removal, goes through the overhaul procedures, tests, it's got specifications, everything, and how to put it back on the engine, everything like that. So I'll give you a little show of what I've got going here. And as you can see over here, I've got the injection lines off already in order 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll label them. Usually they're pretty self-explanatory. They only fit one way, but I'll label them. I'll probably take them along with me to the shop and see if they need them. That way, if they do, everything will be there. So let's go on over to the tractor and I'll show you what I got going there. Okay, here we are at the tractor. I got the, as you can see, I've got a pretty good start here. Got all the injector lines off, got the injector sealed on top, got the lines off the pump. You can see I got all the holes plugged there. Cleanliness is really important on these diesel systems. Got the main fuel line off, got that capped off. Got the shut-off cable. As you can see, it's just got a pull-type shut-off on there. Return line back to the tank, and return line from the injectors T into this fitting. So got all that off. Right now, like I say, I got that plugged. Pretty much I got this thing pretty well sealed up to keep the dirt out of everything. Now, before pulling this off, you got to turn this engine in the direction of rotation. And inside the injection pump, there's timing marks you got to be lined up. So you keep turning until them two lines, it's pretty hard to see, are pretty well lined up before you pull this pump off. Like I say, manuals are indispensable on this thing. Just because if I wasn't aware of that, I could have just pulled this pump off and who knows what would have happened. Right now, all I've got left to do is 2 bolts here and pull this thing off. Now, this is a Rosamaster pump. From what I understand, this is getting extremely hard to find parts for this pump. So hopefully I get this up to the injector pump up there in Duluth. They'll be able to find parts I need, and we'll get this thing running again. Okay, get the last nut to take off. I did leave the window off so I can kind of watch which way the shaft turns in there. A lot of times when you pull this off, it'll turn because of the helical gears. So that way when I put this back on, I'll know about where to set that timing mark. So when it drops in, everything should line right up again. Still got some flat washers on there. We'll just let them fall, pick them up after. But we'll see if we can get this pulled out of here. Okay, there we go. Okay, looks like my timing mark stayed right on. That was good. The only thing is, what they call is a pump drive shaft in there. I'll have to pull that off, and that's probably, if this comes off with the pump, that's where you probably get the turn. So we'll get some tools, we'll get that pulled out of there so all these pieces go together. Okay, according to the book, you should be able to take a snap ring pliers and hook in there and get it out. What I've got is this style right here, You can see it's got serrated edges and stuff. Let's see if we can hook that and get that twisted out of there. Okay, she wants to go clockwise as I'm pulling it out. Okay, as you can see, the helical cut, the taper on the gears. That's why she wants to go like that. So when I put her in, we'll just go right back a little bit to the right, so it goes in counterclockwise. Okay, looking at the pump drive shaft here. As you can see, this slot is a little offset from center. You notice from this edge to this edge, it's a little skinnier than from this edge to this edge. So when this goes in, it'll go in, we'll have to turn counterclockwise and set her in there, and then hopefully the pump will be in time. If it's not, we'll have to pull this out, jump at one tooth, and go in again. So when the injection pump goes in, the timing marks are lined up. One thing we do not want to do at this time is turn that engine at all. So when we get this done, all we have to do is drop it in there and it should run. Crossing our fingers, they can find parts for this thing. So, well, as you can see, sun's starting to creep in on me now. Good thing I got as far as I did, but all I got to do is finish picking up stuff here, get it put away, get this thing covered up, and hopefully the shop will be able to help me out, like I said in the past. Kind of plans for this tractor is the loader I had on the Super M was originally on this one, and the plan is it's not going to go back on the Super M, and I'm hopefully going to get this thing going and we'll put that loader back on here. Been really a nice loader. That thing has got a lot of lift power to it and everything else on this tractor. I got a really super beefy front end on here, so it does take the weight of the whatever I put on the loader. So that's the plan right now. Get this thing running, get the loader put on it. It does have a little bit more, or probably quite a bit more than that Kubota does. So, and I do have a few things around here that I could use this thing on. Anyway, I'll give the shop a call and see what they say. Okay, just got off the phone with the injection pump shop. Said bring her up. Won't be able to make it up there till next week, so figured they should be able to help me out. So that sounds like some good news. So as soon as I get that thing back, we'll give you guys another update.